Hello and welcome to this video in which I'm going to be looking at the new Fender Mustang Micro. In my opinion, probably the best amplifier for beginners. I'm going to explain why I've said that in this video, and stick around to the very end because I'm going to be talking about how I managed to hook it up to my laptop and into Reaper, something that isn't overly obvious, and it did take me a few minutes, so I share that little tip with you at the end. But this is an amazing bit of kit that enables you to play just about anywhere. So you can see me here practicing in the garden, you can be practicing on a bench, you can be practicing at the seaside, you could even be practicing on a boat in the middle of a lake. It is just amazing. It has blown me away, and I'm going to be right back with why I think it is the best amplifier for beginners in just a moment. Hello you people of the tube, welcome to this next video in which I'm going to be looking at the Fender Mustang Micro. Now I must apologise that I'm hitting you with a number of videos back to back over the last few days, but I really couldn't resist doing a video on this fantastic little unit. And in this video I'm not going to be playing fantastic music, I'm going to be talking about this fantastic little unit from a beginner's point of view. And I really think that this is a great little practice amp for beginners, and I'm going to explain all of that during this video. So as many of you will know, I've got a number of amps. I've got the Blackstar Core 20 that came with my guitar that I hardly ever use. I've got my Blackstar Fly 3 that I'll be using now just when I go to Michael for my lessons. And I've also got the Spark amp, which I still love. It looks great, it sounds great, but there are reasons why this little unit is now my go-to amplifier for practicing. It is outstanding. Now, I am raving about it, and this video does come to you care of Pink Floyd The Wall, but that's as far as it goes. I have not been paid to produce this video. It's not sponsored in any way. I've had no recompense for endorsing this product. In fact, I'm not even going to go as far as to say that I'm going to endorse it, because I am only a beginner after all. But I did buy this unit with my own money. I bought it from Anderton's at the full retail price, and so this is an independent review and just an honest opinion on what I think about this little unit. So first of all, the price. The price is pretty good. It was £89 plus delivery. I actually got mine from Anderton's, and I added in a set of strap locks, which then took me just over the amount for the free delivery, which was great. It meant I got my strap locks half price effectively. But for under £100, you get an awful lot in this little unit. Now, just looking at the box is quite big. The unit is a bit smaller. You've got a nice picture of the on the front of the Micro itself. You've got a picture of a guy wearing headphones, plugging straight in, and you do need headphones. It does say on the side of the box here, you obviously need your instrument, your guitar, the Mustang Micro, and then a set of headphones. It is only really designed to work with a set of headphones. On the other side of the box, you've got some highlights, so jam along, so this connects to Bluetooth, your phone via Bluetooth. I did that last night, works really well. Rechargeable headphone amp, and record directly via USB. I haven't done that yet, but may well be doing that for the first time as part of this video. If I just lose my glasses for a second, on the back the highlights are 25 amps and effects from the world's most popular digital amplifier series, rechargeable headphone amplifier with 4+ hours of continuous battery life. I played it for an hour last night, no problem whatsoever. Jam along with your favourite songs or videos wirelessly over Bluetooth. Again, I did that, and record directly to your Mac or PC via USB connectivity. So those are the highlights. When we open up the box, we are presented with our little unit, which is really small. I will do some close-ups, or I'll probably do a cameo at the beginning of the video. If I did, you'll have seen that. On the sleeve, you've got all of the amp models and the effects models that are in the unit. So I'm not going to go through them all. I'll probably just have a graphic on the screen. But you've got a 65 twin and compressor, a 65 deluxe, a 57 twin, 60s British, which I really like. There's a 65 deluxe green box, 70s British, 90s American, which is one of the amp models I really like. There's a bass breaker 15 high gain, FBE 100, Metal 2000, that's pretty awesome, Uber, and then a studio preamp. And then with regards to the effects models, there is a large hall reverb, which is really nice. That's like the basic one. 65 spring reverb, modulated large hall reverb, sine chorus and large room reverb, and it just goes on. And there's some with reverb and vibrato and delay, and you've also got effects in there. It's really rather nice. So as far as the actual unit is concerned, you've got the little jack that folds out. You've got a volume knob on the front. On the side you have an on-off switch and a Bluetooth connector, and if you hold that over and just hold it, the Bluetooth connector will come on, and then you can just hook it up to your phone very easily. And then on the side there is the amps, equalizer, effects and modify. So with regards to the amps, you can just turn them on and then literally it's a case of just cycling through them one after the other. You find the one that you want, you can then adjust the equalizer, and you'll see that the lights simply change to show the combination that you are working with. It is a really tiny little unit. The thing I love about this is it fits inside your guitar case, and I hook my iPhone headphones up just using the aux port, so I can put those in my box as well. And now I've effectively got everything that I need to practice in my guitar box. I'm not lumping other amplifiers around and things like that. The other thing I think as well is this is absolutely ideal if you're going into a guitar shop to try out some guitars. This is just very discreet and really nice, and you can just play it anywhere. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I was playing out in the garden, you could be playing in the park, you could be playing in the seaside, you could be playing on a boat bobbing around on a lake, fishing for instance, if you really wanted to. It really is a go anywhere unit that I'm just sort of falling in love with at the moment. I really like it. Now, some of the reasons why I really like it is the build quality is really good. It feels good in your hand, but it is super easy to use. From a beginner's point of view, there is no messing around with pedals. If you're going to get the Spark amp, yes, you can use the presets. Yes, you can download stuff in the tone library. But if you want to get the tone that you want for a track that you're working with, you can be spending half an hour or an hour or more toning, getting that tone together, so dialing in that tone. There's just a myriad of options with all of the pedals. With the Fender, there isn't the option to edit the different tones other than cycling through. So there are plenty of options in here. There are plenty of sounds that you can get and lots of control, but for a beginner, it's very quick and easy just to simply dial in to the tone that you want. You can just cycle through them until you get the tone that you want. And then when you've got that, you can then just simply remember the color of each of the buttons, and then you can quickly dial that in next time. So I think for beginners, this is brilliant because it gives you a number of predefined, really nice sounding guitar tones without messing around with setting things up and setting tones up and things. And as a beginner, sometimes you just want to pick up an amp and plug it in, but sometimes you don't want that clean tone all the time. particularly if you're learning a song, you might want a tone that gets you somewhere close. And with this, with it's got clean tones on it, you've got reverb and delay, and then you can go right the way up to the more heavier tones and more on it. It's just really, really nice. And as I said, you can Bluetooth this to your phone as well for your backing track. So my guitar tutor has given me a song to learn, and I was struggling a little bit with the Skype session earlier in the week. So he sent me a video of him playing, and I was playing his video through my phone, hooked up to the Fender Micro in my headphones, and yeah, happy days. Really, really, really good. The other thing is it is USB-C output connection, so you should be able to record straight to your computer. So I've heard people using GarageBand, Audition. I'm hoping to be using Reaper, and a little bit later on I may well be recording straight into Camtasia. We will see how that goes. So I think clearly this is not as good as a real tube amp, and you're going to need to set up a full amp to play with your family, or to gig with your family and friends if you want to play your guitar for them or with them. But this is perfect for day-to-day practice, and certainly without waking up the neighbours and the family. I had this running for about 45 minutes last night while I was playing. The volume was good. Could actually get it up quite loud. I had to turn it down at one point. And the tones are just a real joy. And over the last couple of days when I've been using this, I've actually found myself practicing more than I have done more recently. That's before I had my little time away, shall we say. Yeah, I tend to want to practice more with this because of the tones that you can very easily dial in. And best of all, once you hit on the tone, as I said, you can just simply make a note of the color combination of the lights, and then you can easily dial that back in when you want to. So this wouldn't be a balanced video if I didn't hit you with some things that I don't like about it. And as you'll know, I can be overly critical on some of the things that I buy, but the one thing that I really hate about this is that there isn't anything that I really hate about it. There isn't anything that I dislike about it. If I wanted to be super critical, then it could potentially benefit from a plug for the USB cable, because I don't have a USB socket, so I had to go and find I used an Apple plug-in adapter for my USB cable. But that's really petty, because it's USB-C. It'll go into a USB port in the wall. You can plug it in using an adapter. You can plug it into your laptop to charge it up. And in fact, I was running it yesterday with a power bar, and that was running it. So the fact that there isn't a plug-in adapter for the USB cable really is not an issue whatsoever, and I wouldn't even put that down as a dislike. I'm sort of toying with you a little bit. The other thing that some people have mentioned, and I know that when I was looking at this on Anderton's on their channel, some people have asked about Bluetooth for the headphones. But whilst I don't like cables, and I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the cables, this is on your guitar. So if you've got a cable from your headphones to your guitar, you can still move around. So I don't think that Bluetooth really gives, and this is Bluetooth out to your headphones, I don't think that Bluetooth would really give it too much value. And if you really do want to go wireless for your headphones, then I have got a solution I'm going to be talking about. I was practicing for 45 minutes last night with my wireless headphones plugged into this unit, so completely wireless. It was great, but I have played in the garden with my iPhone headphones, and that was perfectly okay. So I'm really not gonna beat this up on anything at all. It is a fantastic little unit that I really like. It's very small, it's very compact, it goes in my guitar box, it's got some great features. As a beginner, I can just dial them in very quickly. So yeah, my honest opinion, It's well priced, great features, brilliant for beginners, and I'm really glad that I bought it. So anyway, that's this video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one, which I'm probably going to be having a look at those wireless headphones, because I've already had a few of you ask about them, you know, which ones I bought, how I'm getting on. I want to have a couple more days working with those just to make sure that everything is all okay, and then I'll be doing an open and honest review on those. Okay, so that was easy enough when you know what you're doing. So if you go into your sound settings and I'm doing this on Windows 10, underneath the manage sound devices, you're probably going to find that Fender Mustang Micro is listed but under the disabled options. If you then enable that, that will move that up into your input devices, and then you should be able to pick that from your preferred DAW or whatever your recording software is. And then if we open up Reaper as an example, now my Reaper is set up to work with my Boss ME80. If we go into the preferences and we change that to direct sound, then you'll see in here that I've got my Fender Mustang Micro available to me. So if I click OK, add a track, arm it, and we'll just do a basic recording. And we'll stop that. Just come out of there, and then we can play that. So that is the Fender Mustang Micro, by far my favourite little amplifier for beginners. A cracking little unit. So take care. I'll see you in the next video coming soon. In the meantime, bye bye.